What is up, guys? Sam from the Byeforever fam back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at Queen Walk minor hits at multiple Town Hall levels: Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11, Town Hall 12, and looking at the things that really go into getting each of these different Town Hall levels taken out with the Queen Walk minor. So let's get ready to jump into it. I have a bunch of, well, not a bunch, 4 replays for you guys to take a look at today. Hopefully you guys enjoy them, and we'll see how it works out in these hits. Alright, so first up, we're looking at a 10v10. It is Tyrant Trally up against Oreo in that Spartan's Legacy versus Byeforever war from last weekend. And Trally picking off some of the early trash with the archers. I really like that. Using those archers to really just grab all of that free percentage. And here we go in with the charge. So notice the queen in this one, just like we are going to talk about in almost every one of these hits. When doing the queen charge minor, your goal is really just to set up the minor pathing. So you're going to use the queen on one side to get a lot of funneling, the king generally on the opposite side to do some funneling, and then the minors go right up the course. So the queen in this one, she's pushing in. You can see that multi-inferno targeting her. Really gonna be no issue in this. And look at that queen. She is gonna do her thing. She is very well protected. Doesn't look like she's gonna need a rage spell for quite a long time. And here we go. So where is that king? Oh, we got the bus. So Trally brings in the bus on this one. I like this. This changes. It depends on what style of attack that you're doing, but he's bringing in that bus. Here we go with the king down. You can see the queen is over there doing her thing, and there are the minors right up the gut of the base. Queen has funneled one side. You can see how skinny this base has become just because of the value that he's gotten on this queen charge. And like I said, really not a whole lot to do with her. He phases her very, very nicely in this one. The heal spells, keeping those minors up in the core of the base. Goes ahead, gets another rage down on the queen. I'm not sure about that one. Would have been nice maybe to see that in the very core, but got the hound tied up on the minors. Queen is doing her thing. King still with his ability. A few minors helping him out around the outside. That last heal spell goes down, and a beautiful hit to TT in this one, getting it done. He had an archer down there on the town hall, which was all the way down at 6 o'clock in this one. Queen finally gets on the hound, but it's over. So excellent stuff to TT, and let's move on and check out the next one. And we will be looking at Grand Penguin, aka Matt, taking on Mig. And again, we're going to look at this queen charge into the minors. Another beautiful one. Look at this base layout. Very, very interesting. Not a whole lot of actual compartments inside of the base. Really just walls in this one, trying to open things up. But I like this one. It's a little bit different. So you can see we've got the king and the queen going down in the same 12 o'clock area on this one. Once again, a multi-inferno where Grand Penguin is choosing to bring in the queen. So again, multi-inferno not going to do much up against her. Very nicely getting this air defense taken care of. And then the queen continues on her path. A nice Coco Loon there for that Sam on the outside. And here we go. First rage spell goes down for him. I like this. Instead of using the king as the other side of the funnel, we've got a baby drag and a Wizzy in this one. And they are there really just to make sure that the queen doesn't stray too far outside of 3 o'clock. And she does go in. That Valkyrie as well. I like the use of that. And again, another Hound Loon CC. So Hound Loon CC really, really lends itself to the minors, because obviously all you have to do is take care of that loon. And then here we go in this one. Look at this, a third side of the base being funneled, and this time doing it with the wall wrecker or the bus, bringing it in, cutting off the side of the funnel there. And here we go in with those minors, with the Grand Warden, and I believe out of that record we are going to see a few more minors come out. Good choice there. Obviously he gets it tripled up, so can't fault him there. It might have been nice to see some bowlers or some Valks to walk down this funnel on the outside, but look at all of these minors in the core doing their thing. The queen's still up, very beautifully pushing her way through the base. Now unfortunately missed the multi-inferno here, Would have been great to maybe send 5 or 6 miners straight in on that, but really not going to matter here. Look at things. They're getting a little bit strange on the pathing. Exactly what this base is designed to do. Really throw the attacker off with the pathing. You can see actually, in fact, misses both Inferno towers in this one. So generally, that would be such a huge problem. But in this one, it ends up working out for the Penguin. You can see his queen is still up. She is still doing quite a bit. Much of the base taken care of. And in fact, we're going to get to 98%. Both of the Infernos up. One very much so damaged. It goes down quickly, and the miners can make a beeline over to the next one. So once again, queen walk, clears one side of the base, funnel out the other side of the base, and then moving on. So now let's step it up once again, and now we're going from 11v11 action to 12v12, and this one coming to us courtesy of Sarge out of the Hello For Now AWL war this week. And this was another beautiful queen charge, a couple of loons there early, and we are setting sort of that funnel, making sure this queen is going to walk the direction that we want now. At Town Hall 12, it becomes a lot more important to get that value on the queen walk. The queen absolutely must set up the pathing for the miners in these hits. And you can see using the king, in fact, to clear out where he does not want the miners to go. So clearing out actually all of the trash in this one. And I like those couple of giants just to tank, just to keep that king alive just that much longer, because we do know where the miners are going to be coming in. They will be sliding their way in through the base from the 8 to 9 o'clock area. Now look at this queen, she's still doing work, and then she does finally get into range, and now of course we have switched to the Hound Baby Drag CC. So things just a little bit different at Town Hall 12, but that's okay. There is that king ability finally going off, and look at him getting all the way around 6 o'clock. So now we can send those miners in, and in this one at Town Hall 12, what we often see is this bus coming in, and look at it. No DPS coming in on it, so it can freely work its way straight into the Town Hall. And once we get this Town Hall taken care of, we can see Valks and a Rage spell go down. They are going to rip right through it, and then here we go with the miners. The pathing has been set up. We've got those open compartments. I love seeing them. You see them quite a bit at Town Hall 12, actually, these channel compartments, as I call them, the dead zones that really do set up the miner pathing. You can see Rage spell down. Warden ability goes off. The enemy queen is taken care of. The queen is dealing with the enemy king right now. And yeah, look at all these miners pushing their way through the base. Even with these giant bombs going off, plenty of miners up on the back end. So just beautiful stuff in this. Once again, maximize that queen value on this walk. Get her to walk the outside of the base. If you can keep her alive the entire time, that much better. The king is the next part. He's phase 2, making sure you get the funnel set, and then phase 3, getting those miners in. Obviously, one extra phase with the Town Hall 12s, thinking about how to get that Giga Tesla taken care of. But beautiful stuff to Sarge, and I have got one more for you guys. One more 12v12, and it's gonna be Kane. And this one wasn't a random war, but I wanted to give a shout out because this one really shows all of those fundamentals of getting these queen charge miner hits done. And so Kane is already in with phase 1, which is getting that queen to walk a huge portion of the base to skinny this thing up. So look at her. In this one, he doesn't have that extra phase that normally comes with the Town Hall 12 attack, which would be, you know, considering where you're going to take care of that Town Hall, because he is taking care of it with his queen. He already opened up that wall section down there as well, so he's going to break his queen in, allow her to walk into the base, and really skinny this thing up. And you can start to see the shape that we are taking in this one. Really trying to build kind of like an airport tarmac to let these miners run through. So here we go. Look at this. The sweeper actually helping out just a little bit, keeping those healers out of range of the Inferno beam. And this one, a little bit different, brings in the blimp with a rage spell. I like this. Did clear out a nice section of the base here, as well as I don't know, distracting a little bit of the CC, but look what that really did. I mean, we have basically got that airport tarmac in this one from that 1 to 2 o'clock area, which is right where those miners come in from. Wish that there had maybe been a balloon out there on that cannon up at 11, but miners come in, the warden comes in with them, the queen, again, she is absolutely safe on that back end. There is nothing that's really going to be worrisome. The king beating in was a little bit strange on this one. Like I said, it would be great if he would bounce to the outside, really funnel this thing down. But look at these miners continuing to push through, keeping them healed up through the Tesla farm, through the queen, through the eagle, everything working well. And then we've got this multi on the backside. The multi is a little bit of a problem in this one, but very nicely holding on to the warden ability, keeping the miners healed up with those heals, then pops the warden ability. So all of the miners are now already healed up, and now they can finish up doing what they need to do, getting through that Inferno, and once that's done, this base is crushed. So beautiful work to Kane in that one, really showing us all of the fundamentals of getting these 12v12s done with the Queen Charge miners. But that is the last replay that I have for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Go out there, use some Queen Charge or some Queen Walks into the miner style hits, using those little tips that we looked at. Big value Queen Charges, funneling on the opposite side, and then well placed spells for the rest of it on your skinnied up base. But that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see what I'm coming out with next week for you guys. But that will do it. Until next time, guys, this is Sam. Peace out.